We now have an update regarding our story about a terrifying domestic violence incident in Warren, Minnesota Saturday evening. 41-year-old Jeremiah Adam Anderson has now been charged with 4 felony counts of assault with a dangerous weapon for allegedly threatening to shoot his estranged wife, her 2 children, and the estranged wife's sister. He was also charged with 2 misdemeanors of violation of a restraining order and domestic assault. Plus, Anderson already had 2 previous domestic assault charges pending from an incident in March. Now, reading from the criminal complaint in part, quote, the female victim stated she was in the back bedroom of her house and her sister was in the living room with the kids. The victim could hear a man's voice, so she went to the kitchen and could see Anderson standing in the living room with a gun. Anderson said to the female victim that he had come here to shoot her, or should he shoot her sister first. The female victim was crying at the time and told Anderson he needed to leave. Anderson said he was not effing around and then fired a shot into the ceiling. Female victim went to the back bedroom to get her phone, and when she got back to the living room, Anderson was pointing the gun at her children. The children were crying, sitting at the table. Female victim then talked Anderson into coming into the back bedroom with her to try to calm down. When they got to the bedroom, Anderson put the gun on the bed and went to the safe and unlocked it and grabbed another gun from the safe. The victim then asked Anderson to put the guns down, and he put them on the bed. Anderson then started to ask her about a guy she had been talking to, and he started getting angry again and stood up. The female victim then laid on top of the guns that were still sitting on the bed. Anderson tried to pull the guns away from her and was trying to load them. Anderson was hitting her in the side of the head, trying to get the guns. Anderson eventually gave up and said, "Now I'm going to prison," and that they needed to hide the guns so he wouldn't get in trouble. Anderson made the female victims put the gun in the safe and close it. The victim then told Anderson he needed to leave through the east residence where she was advised by law enforcement to have him leave through, but he wouldn't do that. Anderson went out the back door. The victim stated to the deputy that the gun that he had come in the house with was a black shotgun. Anderson had also taken her phone when she was calling 911. Both children were present when the gunshot was fired. The victim stated she was afraid for her life and the children's lives, unquote. Anderson was tackled by deputies outside and taken into custody. I'm Neil Carlson reporting for iNewZ.TV.